Welcome into the BSN Avalanche Weekly Breakdown presented by Bender's Bar and Grill.
This is Jim Armstrong, former sports columnist at the Denver Post. These days, I own Bender's up in Westminster in the Westminster Promenade Ice Center. If you don't think we're the preeminent hockey bar in the metro area, you haven't seen the framed Original Six jerseys above the bar. We have poutine on the menu. That must make us a hockey bar. All kinds of good stuff on the menu. Come on up to Bender's and check us out.
I'm Allie Monroy, and alongside me today is Adrian Dater. Now, I normally introduce Adrian as BSN Avalanche beat writer, but a little birdie told me that you told a subscriber that you didn't like when I introduced you as a beat writer because you're a legend. So, for future, how would you like me to introduce you, Adrian?
Boy, I'm being put on the spot here. Legend's fine.
Legend?
No, that must have been a weak moment, Allie. I like being a beat writer too, but yeah, legend works. I'll take legend. I'll take legend. Yeah, that works.
All right, well, the Avs are coming off a 2-1 win over the Montreal Canadiens Wednesday night. Philipp Grubauer had an excellent performance on Wednesday. He was actually named the #1 star of the night and got some praise from Jared Bednar after the game. Do you think Grubauer may be taking that #1 spot away from Varley?
Allie, I think he's done it.
Really?
Word came out of practice today that Philipp Grubauer will start his second consecutive game Friday night against the Blackhawks. Usually when a goalie gets 2 in a row, no matter what, you kind of consider him the new #1 guy. Now, Varlamov will start Saturday's game in Arizona. But, I think this is a significant move by Bednar. It does say that I think that Grubauer is the new #1. Now, that can change with one really bad outing by Grubauer, one really good outing by Varlamov. But, 2 in a row, Varley just has not been very good of late. Grubauer came in and really shut the door last night in a game where I didn't think the Avs played all that great in. He was the #1 star and won that game for the Avs. So he deserves the next start. They're going to play the Blackhawks. And, from here on out, I believe, well, from not here on out, but from here till Friday night, I think we have a new #1 goalie for the next 24 hours at least.
Well, like you mentioned, the Avs are set to take on the Chicago Blackhawks Friday night. Adrian, why is Chicago now a team the Avs don't really need to worry about?
They just had a lot of problems, Allie. They have major goaltending problems. They just lost their former Stanley Cup winning goalie, Corey Crawford, again to another concussion. He's out indefinitely. The Blackhawks are probably going to have to start Cam Ward, who's seen better days as a goaltender. So that's #1. They're getting old. They've traded away some young guys that they probably shouldn't have. Artemi Panarin, the bread man, was traded probably foolishly to the Columbus Blue Jackets, so they took away a 80, 90-point guy there. Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, kind of, a couple other guys that are pretty good scorers too, but they don't have a lot of offense anymore. Goaltending's an issue, and they have a very old defense, led by Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook, both of whom are, well, at least in Seabrook's case, is a big cap burden, probably making way too much money for too many years. So they have cap problems, they have age problems, they have goaltender problems. The Avalanche should get 2 points Friday night against Chicago. I'm sure we'll still see plenty of fair weather, StubHub, red-wearing Blackhawk fans, but I bet it won't be as many as there used to be when the team was a winner. We'll see.
Well, all NHL players get a little break off for the holidays. What do you think the Avs will be doing with their time off?
Well, it's interesting, Ellie. The NHL mandates that the players must get the 24th through the 26th off. It used to be that they'd have to play on those days, but the players negotiated those 3 days off now. NBA players have to play on Christmas Day, football players, but not hockey. They're gone. A lot of guys have already got their plane tickets booked for, coming out of the Arizona game. They're going to jet toward either back home. Some people are going to go to like a place like Mexico for a couple of days, relax on a beach. Southern California, I think, is 1 or 2 guys. So a lot of family guys are going to probably stay here for Christmas. A lot of the single guys are getting out of town, someplace warm. So don't be surprised to see a top Avalanche star somewhere on a Mexican beach somewhere, let's say. Don't be shocked if that happens on Christmas Day.
Well, be sure to catch all of our coverage on bsndenver.com for the legend, Adrian Dater. I am Allie Monroy. Have a great day, everyone.
If you're a football fan or a hockey fan, you got to check out Bender's off of Highway 36, just off of Church Ranch Boulevard. 32 beers on tap, served in chilled glasses. We're a watch site for Coloradans for Nebraska and Steeler Nation of North Denver. So if you're a Husker fan or a Steeler fan, you're a recent transplant to Denver, come on up to Bender's and check us out.